Between 1908 and 1924, the streets of American cities buzzed with the voices of children selling newspapers. These were the Newsies, young entrepreneurs who rose before dawn and worked until late evening, carrying the day's headlines to every corner of their neighborhoods. From the cobblestone streets of Hartford to the bustling avenues of New York, from Newark's storefronts to Rochester's winter sidewalks, thousands of children made their living spreading the news. Some were as young as 8 years old, like Max Schwartz, who worked alongside his brother Jacob until 10 o'clock at night. Others, like Quito Scentola, had already been selling papers for 4 years by age 13. These weren't just jobs, they were lifelines for families struggling to survive. Patsy from Newark proudly declared he made 50 cents a day, a significant sum for an 8-year-old in 1924. In Waco, Texas, one determined 10-year-old started his route at 3 in the morning and still managed to attend school. Each penny earned helped feed families, pay rent, and sometimes provided the only income keeping households afloat during America's rapidly industrializing era. The photographs we see here were captured by social reformer Lewis Hine, who documented child labor across America during the Progressive Era. His camera preserved moments that might otherwise have been lost to history. The determined expression of a Hartford newsboy with his Read the Journal Courier bag, the warm smile of young Patsy in a Newark park, the bundled-up figure of Quito braving Rochester's harsh winter with newspapers clutched against the cold. These images show us more than just working children. They reveal the resilience of youth, the bonds between siblings like the Schwartz brothers standing together outside the Newark launch, and the dignity these young people maintained despite their circumstances. Each face tells a story of responsibility shouldered far too early, yet carried with remarkable strength and surprising optimism that defied their harsh realities. The newsie culture was rich with its own traditions and hierarchies. Experienced sellers taught newcomers the best corners, the loudest calls, and how to make change quickly. They developed their own slang, formed friendships that lasted lifetimes, and created informal networks of mutual support. Despite the hardships, many looked back on their newsie days with pride and nostalgia for the camaraderie they shared. Through the magic of modern technology, these century-old photographs have been carefully colorized and brought to life using cutting-edge artificial intelligence. We can now see the vivid blue of a worn sweater, the warm browns of a winter coat, the golden light filtering through storefront windows. Advanced AI has added gentle movement, newspapers rustling in the wind, hair moving in a breeze, the natural breathing and blinking that reminds us these were real children with real lives, not just historical artifacts frozen in time. The colorization process involved painstaking research into period-appropriate colors, fabrics, and lighting conditions of the early 20th century. Each image was meticulously analyzed for historical accuracy, ensuring the blue of a cap or the brown of leather shoes reflected what these children would have actually worn. The AI animation then breathed life into these static moments, creating subtle movements that feel authentic to the era while respecting the dignity of these young subjects. The Newsie era represented a unique moment in American history, when children were integral to the flow of information throughout society. Before radio and television, before smartphones and social media transformed communication, news traveled through the hands and voices of these young workers. They were the original social network, connecting their communities to the wider world one paper at a time, shouting headlines that shaped public opinion and kept democracy informed during crucial historical periods. Today, child labor laws protect children from such demanding work, but the spirit of these newsies, their entrepreneurship, determination, and resilience continues to inspire generations of Americans. Their stories remind us that even in the most challenging circumstances, young people have always found ways to contribute meaningfully, to survive adversity, and to hope for something better for themselves and their families. These colorized portraits and animated scenes serve as a bridge between past and present, allowing us to connect with these children across more than a century of American history. In their eyes, we see echoes of ourselves and our own children, the universal human qualities that transcend time and circumstance, reminding us of our shared humanity. Their legacy lives on in every young person who shows determination in the face of adversity. These Newsies were more than newspaper sellers. They were survivors, dreamers, and the backbone of American journalism's golden age. Through their colorized faces and animated movements, we witness not just history, but the enduring spirit of childhood resilience that continues to inspire us today. May their stories never be forgotten.